السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. رب زدني علما. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم في محاضرة دروس اللغة العربية. Inshallah, last time we have done, alhamdulillah, last time we have done we began the second lesson, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. And today we will, inshallah, continue with our second lesson where we are learning Laysa. We are learning Laysa, inshallah. Laysa and is a sister of Kana, right? So Laysa is a sister of Kana. Laysa is a sister of Kana, and it is opposite of Inna. It is opposite of Inna, right? Inna has 5 sisters. Kana has many sisters. I think 11 or 12. Let us check 1 second. How many sisters does Kana have? Sisters of Kana. So just Kana and the sisters. Yeah, 1, 2. It has. Kana has so many sisters. Kana and sisters. The nominal, subject, and predicate. So what Kana does is it makes it mansub. So there are so many sisters. We'll not learn all of them as such, but they're Kana, Asbaha, Adha, Dhalla, Amsa, Bata, Sara, right? Laysa is what you're learning, right? Asbaha is he became in the morning something. Adha, he became something in the forenoon, kind of something. Adha, he became something. Dhalla is he became the sister of Kana. Amsa is he became something in the evening. Bata is he passed the night, I think. Sara is he became. Yeah, they do come a lot in the Quran. Let's check that also. If they come in the Quran. 1 second. Let's check each one. All right. So sometimes Asbaha means he became. Sometimes it means. So Kana comes, we know. Laysa also comes, we know. Next is what? Asbaha. Asbaha, I think. Fasbahtu bi ni'matihi. Asbaha is also, it comes. Yeah, Asbaha. You became. Fasbahtu bi ni'matihi. Ikhwana. Fasbaha. You became. Fasbaha. Minan nadimin. So like Fa'ala, sometimes the Ismu Kana is Ismu Asbaha or whatever, right? It is hidden also. Like we learned that Fa'ala, Fa'alat, or Fa'ala and Fa'ala and Fa'alat, it is hidden because these are verbs. And Kana is called Fi'lun Naqis. So there are 2 Naqis which we are learning, the 2 Naqis. This is called Naqis because of the meaning. This is called Naqis, incomplete verbs. Incomplete verbs, because he became, it's a verb, but the verb is like, it's not showing an action in and of itself. It's like existing, right? It is incomplete. That's why it's called incomplete in meaning, because he became what? I mean, he ate, okay, fine, there's meaning. He went, okay, there's complete sentence, right? This is an incomplete word. Fi'lun naqis. Laysa is also he's not. Laysa just means he is not, right? So it means so many things. So that's why it needs something. That's why it is called incomplete verbs. It is called incomplete verbs. So Kana and its sisters are called af'alun naqisa. The plural of fi'al is af'alun naqisa, right? Why are we saying naqisa? Because kullu jama muannas, right? Feminine. Af'ala ghayr akhir plural, so naqisa. Naqisatu. Af'alun naqisatu. right? Incomplete verbs. So kana and the sisters are called incomplete verbs. What is inna called? We learned the actual name is, we can call it harfu tawkid, we can call it, or the actual name which they give is it harfun mushabbahun bil fa'al, right? Bil fa'al. Harfun mushabbahun bil fa'al. This is the name which we give. These names and whatever we are learning of analysis is not important, please. Is not important. Right? But I teach them because, inshallah, sometimes, while repeating them, we'll understand. Okay. So this is what. So this is asbaha is there in the Quran. It came 20 times. Asbaha. Let's see for amsa. 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 There's no amsa in the Quran. Okay, fine. Thank you. Right. Zalla, I think it's there. Zalla is there. Hmm. Zilal is used. This is something else. Zalla turns. Bil untha. Zalla wajhu. His face becomes black. Right. Allah says, criticizing them who get the news of a daughter, ahaduhum bil untha, dhalla wajhuhu muswadda. His face becomes black because previously there's to, I mean, even today, right? People kill their daughters, right? Either in the stomach or they used to kill it. They used to bury the daughters alive, right? So Allah says his face becomes black. Zallat, zalta, you remained. Hmm? Zalta. This is a will is shadow. This is not what you. Lavallu, dhalla. Dhalla is to become something. Then what is there? Adha, adha. I think it's not there. Adha, adha, adha. Adha is not there. Yes, adha is not there. Dhalla is there. Amsa is also not there. Bata should be there. Yes, to pass night. Bata is to bata. No, there's no bata. Oh, maybe it's not used. Yeah, bata is also not there. Sara should be there. Sara is generally used for to become from something to something. Yeah, Sara. Sara. Sara is not there. Maybe some other form it is. Sirtu. No. Sara is also not there. It's used in Sara. Or maybe I should use Sarah. Ah, not there. Sara is also not there. Laysa is there anyways. Mazala. Mazala is to continue. Mazala is to continue. Zala is to stop. So mazala. Ma is nafia. Like mafala. He did not do. So mazala. Oh yeah. Bima. I just want mazala. Oh, maybe I should just search for Zala. Two words are not being selected. Zala. Zala is used. Okay. Okay, anyways, Zala. Ma Bariha is also same thing to continue something. Man Fakka also same thing. This is not there. Ma Dama is there, I think. Ma Dama is Savavati wal Ard. Right? Until and unless. Ma Dama means until and unless. Ma Dama. It's not searching like this. Okay, it doesn't search. Maybe I should search Dama. Dama. Aya. Ma Damu Fiha. As long as. Right? As long as. Ma Damu. Dama comes here. As long as. Right? So these are very rare. So what is important? Kana comes 725 times. So kana is very important. Laysa is important. Laysa comes 76 times. Then asbaha comes 25 times. Right? 20 times. Just asbaha is 20. So it is reducing, right? It is reducing. So kana is so many times, right? Then asbaha. Amsa is not there. Zalla is used, I think more or less. Zalla is used 13 times. See, right? I mean, we can reduce it. Rest all are not there. I mean, Dama is there one time, and this is also not there, right? So this is how. And what Kana does is Kana Jawu Jamilan, right? Jamilan. The weather is beautiful. The weather was beautiful. With Kana, the meaning goes into the past tense. The weather was beautiful. Bil Amsi, yesterday. Hmm? Yesterday, Jamilan. But for special rule for Laysa is we will add a ba. That ba is just extra. I don't know the reason why. Like Laysal Javu, the weather. Javu is weather, right? Laysal Javu. We can say Jamilan, like here. The weather is not. And Laysa means is, right? The weather is not beautiful. Jamilan, like this. Or we can bring a ba zaida, it is extra ba. Be Jamilatin. Be Jamilin, not tin. Be Jamilin. The meaning is totally same. I don't know the logic behind why ba is used, but we use it. right? Like if you go and search for Laysa in the Quran, Laysa, so many times you'll find Laysa al-birra. So Laysa, where's the ismu Laysa here? Here it is hidden. Like fa'ala and fa'alat, it is mustatir. There's a huwa hidden here, right? Laysa and Laysat also, it can be hidden. So there's a huwa hidden here. Laysa. Wa laysa al-birru. Here ismu Laysa is here, right? And this whole sentence is coming as a khabar of Laysa. Bi anta tul buyuta min zuhuriha. This is whole coming as a khabar of it. Sentences also, I mean, we learned that, right? Maybe, inshallah, we learned about so many phrases, right? So Laysa is also something like this. So let me just try to memorize, I mean, revise all the phrases what we learned and summarize them. So maybe this is something new, right? I didn't tell it before because I mean, this is a different way of doing the tarkib, right? Tarkib is to analyze the sentences, right? Tarkib. To do the i'rab, it is called in Urdu, but tarkib is a better word. It's like you look at phrases as a khabar, kind of. See, so we learned first kind of phrase. We learned first mudaf, mudafili, right? Mudaf, mudafili. This is what we learned, right? First type of phrase, didn't we? It's a phrase. It's a phrase, right? It's a phrase. Second type of phrase we learned is we learned man'ut nat, man'ut nat, right? Nat, man'ut nat, right? Didn't we? We learned about adjectives, didn't we? Then we learned adverbs, yeah, adverbs also, adverbial phrases, right? Zarf and mudaf ilayhi, right? Tahta al-maktabi, adverbial phrases. Then we learned prepositional phrases, jar majuz, right? What is I'll tell, wait 1 second. Then we learned about what what kind of phrases we learned. Ismul ishara and badal, which we called. Now we learn it is, I mean, you can call it badal, but it is musharun ilayhi. Musharun ilayhi. Its name is musharun ilayhi, right? Musharun ilayhi. Like hazal baitu, ismul ishara and musharun ilayhi, right? We can call it hazal baitu is ismul ishara, musharun ilayhi. We can call it badal also. There's no issue. Names are not important, and names you can call a rose, anything, right? And then we learned a normal. We didn't learn actually about it, but badal and mubdal minhu. Mubdal minhu. We didn't learn this. Actually, we didn't learn about it. Right? Like you can use it. We actually learned about it, but I didn't tell like badal and mubdal minhu in book one. Right? Like your brother Hamid came. Right? Your brother Hamid came. Ja akhuka Hamidun. So I'm not actually describing akhuka, right? You could have 10 brothers. I'm bringing a noun for a noun. So that is badal and mubdal minhu, right? And we learned atf, atf, atf. We learned atf, right? And atf is and, right? Hamid and some guy came. I mean, Hamid and Khalid came. Atf and matuf. What is matuf? The word following the atf is called matuf, and the word before that is called matuf alayhi. Matuf alayhi. Right? These are all the phrases. I mean, there's so many others like tamiz and mumayyaz and so on. But this is what we learned about the phrases, didn't we? Right? This is all the phrases we learned. And did we learn any other phrases? What is a phrase? What is a phrase? It is an expansion of a slot. Like instead of using one word, I am using a whole phrase. Like I want to say, I can say, uh, I can say, Al Baytu Jadidun. The house is new. I can bring mudaf, mudaf ilayh for that. I can, right? I can say Baytullahi, not Baytullahi, Baytu Muhammadin Jadidun. Muhammad's house is new. I can bring that. I can bring an adjective for the same house, right? Al Baytul Kabiru Jadidun. The big house is new. I can bring adverbial phrases for that. I can tell where it is, right? And it's a phrase. Al Baytul Jadidu, the new house, Amam al Masjidi, is in front of the masjid. I can bring preposition also. Al Baytul Jadidu Fishari is on the street or is in the street. right? في الشارع, or anything. الكتاب في البيت. The house is in the, I mean, the book is in the house. Something. Ismul ishara, I can point to that house. هذا البيت. Always remember this ismul ishara and musharin ilay. It will only happen if the word after haza, ismul ishara, is having alif lam. And we called it badal, right? Badal. But the actual name now we learn is musharin ilay. We can call it badal also still, right? But because we have another thing called badal, that's why we are just changing it now. Musharun ilay. This is not required. See, again, I'm telling, this is not required. This is not part of what we are learning. But I just want to summarize all the phrases which we learned. Then there's badal and mubdal minhu. Yeah, I'll repeat it, inshallah. And there's atf, matuf, and matuf ilayhi. Matuf alayhi, not ilayhi, alayhi. So first thing is we learn mudaf and mudaf ilayhi, right? Let me give examples for each, maybe. Right? Mm, mm, mm. Wait. Right. This is what. So first we learned mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. So let me give examples of mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. What's mudaf and mudaf ilayhi? Like baytu Muhammadin kabirun. Right. This is kabirun. Kabirun. In the previous way of doing analysis of the sentence, we would say baytu is the mudaf and Muhammad is the mudaf ilayhi, and then kabirun is the predicate, right? Khabar. Now what we'll do is we'll do the whole thing now. We'll do the whole thing and say that Baitu Muhammadin is the mubtada, right? Because this is also a way which scholars have done. Because this is more, it helps us to understand now in a bigger way, when complex sentences are coming. Baitu Muhammadin is the mubtada, and then Kabirun is the khabar. Then Baitu, then you say, so you can say this is the mubtada, right? Mubtada, right? And this is the khabar, right? Khabar. So this next will be, then by two, you break down the mubtada again. We can use a separate color, red color maybe. And this is called the mudaf. I just put a meme here. And this is the mudaf ilayhi, right? Mudaf ilayhi, right? Mudaf ilayhi, kind of. That's how you do it. This was, so what is mubtada? First you do mubtada khabar. Another way of doing this is the more, instead of doing a box method, we can do like this. Like, let me put the text again. Baytu Muhammadin jadidun, right? Jadidun, right? First, what we'll do is break down the bigger parts of a sentence on top. So what we'll do is, this is mubtada. Maybe better than the box method. This is the one. This is mubtada. Right. Yeah, we could use another color maybe. This is mubtada. Mubtada. Yeah, mubtada. I think this is mubtada. And then we draw a line here. Right. This is khabar. This is done. Then what we'll say, Baytu Muhammadin. Then we'll draw a line below. Maybe use another color, blue or maybe something. This is mudaf and this is mudaf ilayhi. This is mudaf. Maybe just to put a meme. And this is mudaf ilayhi. Right, mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Right, mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. This is how it is, right? So this whole is the mubtada. And this is the khabar, right? So let's do something else. Please help me. I'll use an adjective now. Like baytu, not al-baytul jadidu, kabirun. Al-Baytul Jadid. The new house is big. Hmm? So what is the mubtada, please? Now, what is the mubtada? Can anyone tell me? Al-Baytu. Yes. Now, whenever we see a nat also, you said Baytu is the mubtada, then what is this? This is nat. But now the mubtada will be this whole extension. So instead of one noun, we are expanding the slot. Like the slot was this much, for example. Now what we're doing is we're expanding the slot of the mubtada here and saying this whole thing it's confusing. I know it's confusing, I guess, but we are expanding for the phrases, and this becomes the mubtada now, right? This becomes the mubtada. Mubtada. It's a way of understanding. I'm just trying to tell this because this is also a way we can do. As the earlier way was also fine. Al-Baytu is the mubtada and Jadidu is the nat, right? But actual truth is these both form the mubtada, right? I didn't want to confuse last time, right? So this both, I mean, mubtada spelling is wrong. The hamza should be top. Anyways, but and this is the khabar. Now, because we have done all the phrases, anytime we see a phrase, we should identify it. What type of phrase? Man'ut, right? And this is the khabar. Then we go down. This is the mubtada, and then we change the color, maybe red, and then we say this is the man'ut, and this is the nat. It's man'ut, and this is the nat. This is how, right? This is how. Now we can mix these two also. Mix these what? These two. I can say Baytu Muhammadin, Al-Jadidu. See? Al-Jadidu. I'm not saying new Muhammad. I'm saying the new house of Muhammad, right? Al-Jadidu Kabirun. See? Now it becomes more complex. Like maths. Equation has become more complex. Now what will you do? Where is the mubtada? Again, change the color and mubtada. Now this whole slot has been expanded to this because everything is related to here, the house, the mubtada, right? And this is the khabar, right? I won't write now because we understand this is the mubtada and this is the khabar. Now kabirun is khabar. Yes, the whole thing is the mubtada. Now we can say Baitu is the mubtada, Muhammad is the mudaf ilayhi, and al jadid is the nat. We can say that, but we just want to put it in chunks now because we understand all the phrases now, right? We want to put it in chunks, right? And how do you do it in English? Because in English, this is where the is or the are comes. See, the new house of Muhammad is big. So where are you putting the is? Here. Is is coming here, right? This is where you're putting the is. The new house of Muhammad is big. And then what you'll do is you break down this. How do you do? Now you have two levels. It's not only one level now. There are two levels of this, right? There are two levels. How do you do the two levels? First level is the big level. We'll start from bottom to up now. We'll start, how can we break this down by covering everything? So we can do this by this. These two words are forming here. I put it down. Why am I putting? And this is what? So now what you are doing is you are advancing. So what is these two words? These are called man'ut. Now for everything, the slot is being expanded. So these two words are the man'ut for this, right? But actually we know for the truth matters, this is the adjective of baitu, right? Which is adjective of baitu. But for the sake of analysis, these two words are the man'ut. This is mudaf and mudaf. I mean, we look at the kasra and understand that this is the man'ut, the baitu itself. But because they don't separate, we have to say this is the man'ut. And what is jadidu here? This is the nat, right? This is nat. So what we did, we broke this whole box down into two pieces again, right? Again, we have to go to this box. So change the color. I didn't change the color for that. Maybe this is again, right? This is what again? Mudaf, mudaf, and this is mudaf ilayhi. Right? Now it becomes so complex, right? See, now we see this, and if you want to write, we can write here mubtada. Mubtada. I should have written in blue. Anyways, this is the khabar, right? Mubtada khabar. It's not complex. No. I mean, for people it might be complex, right? It's just the reverse. Yeah, it's just the reverse. What I'm doing is, first thing we have to break down the big portion. I want to cut the sentences into down, right? So first I'll look at the whole thing and then think, oh, where's the mubtada and where's the khabar? So I understand this is just not the this is all relating to the mubtada. So what I'll say is, this whole thing is the mubtada, right? Because everything is relating to the subject, right? Something I'm bringing an adjective, or I'm bringing a mudaf ilayhi or whatever. This is all relating to the subject. It's all relatives of this, right? I mean, they're like all friends. So what I'm doing, I'm putting the friends together and then breaking this down, and this is the khabar. So this is one big sentence. Now the friends itself, I have to identify which friend is this, right? I have to identify which friend is this, right? So for this, again, I'll not break these two down. I'll not do mudaf ilayhi first. I want to break it down in such a way to fit this whole slot. So I'll break this down first below, and then break this down first next, right? Break this down next. Then I'll go to the small. So it's from big to the small, right? Big to the small. That's how I'm going, right? Then we go to this breakdown, right? That's how it is. Now we can make it more complex, just like maths, right? I can bring هذا هذا البيت هذا البيت هذا البيت, or maybe I can bring مضاف مضاف إليه also. هذا بيت محمد محمد. Where's محمد? And هذا بيت محمد الجديد. Again الجديد الجديد. Then I can bring كبير كبير. Right? This is how it is. This is how it is. So again, this whole thing, right? I'll put a line here. This whole thing is the mubtada. This is the khabar. Mubtada. And this is the khabar. Yes, again, kabirun is the khabar again. Because this is all relating to this, right? Now I want to break this down. How do I start? First things first. I'll look at something which will fill the whole thing. Right? Fill the whole thing. Right? The easier way is in two ways. First is we have to do the haza thing. So what is haza? I'll put a line here. Maybe change the color. Because haza is ismul ishara, right? So this whole thing is what? Musharun ilayhi. The thing being pointed out is called musharun ilayhi. Right? This is the ismul ishara. Ishara. And this whole thing, I mean from here to here, is the musharun ilayhi. Musharun ilayhi. Ilayhi. Now once we learn this, it becomes interesting to break every sentence down. Right? Then we go to these three. Right? Now we've broken this down into three, right? We've broken this down into three. Now we want to break these three down also. Break their friendship. Right? Again, Baitu Muhammadin al-Jadidu. So this is Man'ut Na'at again. Right? Man'ut Na'at. So I'll go here again. Man'ut. And this is the Na'at. Right? So right here. Man'ut. Man'ut, maybe just for sake, I'll just put short form. And this is Na'at. Man'ut Na'at. And then we've broken this down again. Right? We've broken man'ut na'at. We've broken this down again. Again, we come back to this. And what is this now? Oh, sorry. I should break this down, right? So where's the eraser? Here is it. Here it is. This is mudaf, and this is mudaf ilayh. Yes. Mudaf, mudaf, and this is mudaf ilayh. Ha. See, this is how it is, right? We broke everything down. So how complex? I mean, it just becomes. If you understand it, it's like maths. It's just breaking. I mean, it's just going from big to small, right? So what we did is first identify what was the mubtada. So where this whole thing is the mubtada, everything relating to this mubtada, right? Mubtada. Then we went to the khabar. We broke this down. Khabar, there's no need to break it further down, right? Because it's just one word. Khabar. But then we broke this down. Actually, we could have done man'ut naat also, but it would have been confusing because this adjective is not describing the haza, right? It's so haza is ismul ishara and baitu, because this is also ma'rifa, right? Because Muhammad is ma'rifa, so baitu. So it's like having an alif lam here, right? So anytime, because if it is not having hada babun, if I say, if it is not having then it's not ismul ishara. It's not called ismul ishara. What's called mubtada khabar. This is mubtada, this is khabar. Over. It's becoming a sentence, right? It's not a phrase. It is only called as ismul ishara only when it's a phrase. Hada babun, this is a door. This is mubtada, this is khabar. No breaking down. That's it. Right? But this has an alif lam kind of. It's marifa because Muhammad is marifa, so baitu. So this is how. So this is ismul ishara. Then this whole black thing is mushara ilay. Then this black we are breaking down into green, and then the remaining. This is man'ut and this is naat. I put tat, but it is naat. And this maitu is Muhammad is mudaf ilay. And so everything, how bigger it is, we can break this down with this method, right? But we should understand the phrases and stuff, how they're working and so on. Right. So let's go back to our lesson, inshallah. So this is what I wanted to share. I mean, once we understand that, we'll try to apply this over here. Whenever we see a phrase or a verb, for Laysa also we can do that. I'll tell you how. All right. It is because Laysa, I mean the same thing anyways. So learn the following. Ta'amal mayali. So hamidun talibun. This is the mubtada, this is the khabar. Right? This is the subject, this is the predicate. It's simple. There's no breaking down at all. Right? Hamid is a student. Now I want to say Hamidun laysa bitalibin. Hamid is not a student. I mean, I want to say Hamid is not a student. So there are two ways. He's teaching you one way. I'll teach you both. The other way is you can bring laysa first. Laysa first. Laysa Hamidun bitalibin. Both are fine. Right? But the issue is anytime you see laysa first, this becomes a jumla fi'liya. Because there are two types of sentences, right? In Arabic, there are two types of sentences. One is jumla fi'liya and this is jumla ismiya. So whenever you see jumla fi'liya, what you should find for laysa anyways, you have to see for ismu laysa and khabarul laysa, right? It's a jumla fi'liya. But for mubtada khabar, we have to see for jumla ismiya, right? For jumla ismiya, we have to see mubtada khabar. Because subject its predicate is only in jumla ismiya when it starts with a noun. So Hamidun laysa bi talibin. So what I'll do, this is a mubtada, right? This whole thing is a khabar now. Oh, now khabar is a whole jumla fi'liya khabar. This is a whole jumla fi'liya, right? Now the issue is, where is the ismu laysa? It's a verb. Like we have to search for file. Ismu laysa should also be there. Sometimes for laysa and laysat, it can be hidden. It can be what? Hidden. So here it is what? Huwa is a hidden. Ismu laysa is this huwa. And what is bi talibin? Jarun majrurun shibu jumla khabar laysa. Right? This is jar. Then again we can break this down, right? B is harfu jar and talibin is ism majrur. Right? We are just breaking down. Harfu jar and ism majrur. Jar majrur. Right? And right? So that's how it is. We break this down. So here the ismu laysa is hidden. For laysa and laysat, if it is not there. But for what about this sentence? Laysa hamidun bi talibin. Where is the ismu laysa? Can anyone tell me? Laysa hamidun bi talibin. Can you guess? Is Hamidun? Yes. Yes, Jazakallah khair. Hamidun is the Ismul Laysa. Why? Because now this is coming later. This cannot be the Ismul Laysa. Like a verb, the file cannot come first, right? Right? It is Mubtada. And then this is the Khabar. Mubtada Khabar. And then Ismul Laysa, you say hidden. And then it returns to Hamid. That's fine. We say Aidun ila Hamid, but it is hidden, mustatir. But here, it is Jumla Fa'aliya. In this, we don't say file. The names are changed. We don't say file for Laysa and Inna. We say Ismu Laysa. Because file will sound so wrong, right? Because he is not an action. It's not a verb. I mean, it's a verb kind of existential verb, but it's not like you're doing something. You're just not something, right? I mean, so we say Ismu Laysa. Ismu Laysa, and this is the khabar of Laysa. Instead of saying maf'ulun bihi, we say khabar of Laysa. So anytime you have Laysa or Kana or Inna and its sister, you have to look for how many words? Two words. Two words. In Inna, the first word is mansub, second word is marfu, right? For marfu. But in Kana and its sisters, the first word is marfu, the second word is mansub. But in Laysa, what is sometimes we can have a harfu jar, which is forcing it to make it majroor, because harfu jar, whenever it comes, it forces, right? You have to get a kasra. But if you remove this, this will become tali ban, right? It will become tali ban, kind of, yeah. You'll have an alif here, tali ban. Okay. So, okay, inshallah. This is, again, I'm telling, if you find this overwhelming, this is not required for at this level. No, right? Analysis is not at all required till book 3. Also book 3, half of it is not required, but I just try to show some things so that we can appreciate. Maybe someday we will able to understand, because many people, they find it very difficult to understand. They say we understand the translation, but we are not able to do the analysis. I'll say it's totally fine, because even I was not able to do it. All went over my head when I was taught. I was like, I don't care about analysis. I just cared about finishing the 3 books. But once I finished the 3 books, I started thinking about it, and while teaching and stuff, I understood. Okay, this is how things work in a language. Yeah, inshallah. It is not at all required, right? What is required at this level is understanding Laysa, right? And like Laysa, like fa'ala, this also has the same thing. Laysa, laysu. He's not teaching duals. So let's do the next one. At-tullabu sigarun. The students are small, right? At-tullabu sigarun. At-tullabu laysu bisigarin. Right? So what I did here, at-tullabu is the same, but I brought a laysu. Why did I bring laysu? Because plural, right? Plural. This is plural, right? And sigarun, I brought a harfu jar. But if I don't bring this also fine. I just make it have to make it mansub, sigaran. He doesn't want you to learn that now, because it's too difficult. Oh, we have to instead bring a ba, and then if you don't bring it, become mansub. So he doesn't want you to teach that. He just want to say that we will bring ba and it becomes kasra. That's it, right? But I'm telling you, because when it comes later on, it'll become easier to understand kana, inshallah, right? And how do you say this? Can you bring Laysa front? We can, right? We can bring Laysa front. We can, but how do I do it? Will I do it like this? Is there error? Tell me if there's a mistake here. Laysu. I just brought Laysu at-tullab bisigarin. There's a mistake here. Can you tell me what the mistake is? Laysu at-tullabu bisigarin. Where is the ismu laysa and khabarul laysa? I mean, if we think about it, can we find out the ismu laysa and the khabar of laysa? Anyone? Ismu laysa is wow. Okay, fine. Ismu laysa is wow. That's correct. Like fa'alu, that the fa'il is wow. Ismu laysa is this. Where is the khabar of laysa? At-tullab or bisigarin? Then what is tullab doing if bisigarin is the khabar? So Bisigadin is the khabar. So what is tulab? It's badal. Alhamdulillah, that's right. It's badal. But we don't do this. This is an incorrect sentence in Arabic language. This is wrong. Why is it wrong? Anytime. We don't say badal. Why is it not a badal? Because for a pronoun, this is a pronoun, right? You're bringing a noun. But from badal and mubdal minhu, this is a mubdal minhu. This vow is mubdal. The thing being replaced is called mubdal. The thing coming as badal, it has to be from the same genes, right? We cannot replace a pronoun for a noun because anyways pronouns replace nouns, right? Anyways, that's their job. You cannot call them badal. For badal, it has to be nouns replacing nouns, like you know, like you know, like you cannot replace uh, what do you call it? An inspector. You can, for the commissioner, you have to replace the commissioner itself in the department, right? You cannot bring a havaldar. I mean, what do you call havaldar or chowkidar or whatever, right? The watchman, you cannot replace him, right? You cannot say this, act him as a commissioner. Similarly for badal also, you have to bring from the same level. So what the problem is in Arabic, if the fa'il is coming in the sentence or ismul laysa, for as of now, we have to bring singular. He will teach it in the future. He didn't teach it. Yeah, he didn't teach it. He will teach it in the future. Don't worry about it. It comes in the books. We have to bring the singular fa'il, a singular verb. So we'll say laysa tullabu bisigarin. Bisigarin. We'll never bring the plural. Why? Because two ismu laysas or two files cannot come. For example, kharaju at-tullab, this is wrong. Kharaju at-tullab is wrong. You have to say singular, we have to bring because the file is coming as plural. If the file was not coming, then it is fine. Kharaju. Right? Or the file is coming before, then it becomes a mubtada anyways. That is also fine. At-tullabu kharaju. But if the file comes in the sentence and it is a jumla fi'liya, that is, you want to start a jumla fi'liya, and even if the file is plural, we will bring singular itself. Kharajat tullabu. Right? Kharajat tullabu. Okay? Wow. Okay. Inshallah. So that is what I want to tell. We have to bring the singular form, even if the file, because two files cannot come. If I say wow is the file here, and then what is tullabu then? It's not the badal. No, no. I cannot bring. So what I'll do here is kharaja is the fail, at-tullabu is the file now. Right? So I'll bring the singular form because two files can never come. No, no, no. I mean two files in like a pronoun and a noun. Right? I can say two files here. For example, kharaja, Muhammadun and Hamidun. Even here I'm not saying kharajani. No, no, no. I will use the singular for duals also. Muhammadun wa Hamidun. Right? Here two files are. Who are the two files? These two guys are files, and kharaja is the fail. Again, I'll break this down. What I'll say, this is, I'll just put it here. Ma'tuf alayhi. Ma'tuf alayhi. This is the ma'tuf alayhi. The first word which is being before the conjunction is called ma'tuf alayhi. And what is this? This is called atf. Right? This is called atf. Atf. And what is this called? This is called just ma'tuf. Ma'tuf. Right? Ma'tuf alayhi, atf, ma'tuf. Right? This is the ma'tuf alayhi. This is how it broke down. Then kharaja, you can put a line here. We can use a different color maybe. Kharaja. I'm teaching so much extra stuff today. I don't know why. Anyways, fi'al, and these both are the file. Right? Those both were the file. Okay. Let's do one or two exercises, inshallah. Most of the time went to learn the extra stuff. Anyways, there's benefit, inshallah. Right? Next one. Aminatu tabibatun. Amina is a doctor. Aminatu laysat. Here again, ismu laysa is hidden. Ismu laysa is hidden because there's no noun coming after that, right? So it is hidden. Ismu laysa. So this is the mubtada again, and these both form the khabar. And then you break this down also. Laysat is the uh, fi'l naqis. It is called fi'l naqis. And then you find huwa here. This is not huwa. This is hiya now, right? This is feminine. So hiya here. There's a hiya here hidden. This is the ismu laysa. And bi tabibin. This is the khabar, right? This is the khabar of laysa. Again, you break this down. You can change the color maybe, and you can break this down. This is the jar, and this is the majrur, right? So what I did was, again, if this is the mubtada and this is the khabar, again for laysa, I can change the color maybe. This is the it's fail naqis. It is called fail naqis. Right? Jamid is also called jamid because it's not derived. There's no mudare for this. Jamid means it has only one form. Maybe the past, maybe the present. Right? There's no mudare. We don't say Yalyasu, Ilyas. There's no amr also. So there's only one form for this. Laysa is used only for past form. So we say this is here, and here is the what is the ismu laysa, and this is the khabar of laysa, and then we change the color again. This is the jar, and this is the like this. This is how you break down into piece. Again, you can break the fail also here. I mean, if you want, laysa is the verb. Then what is the ta? Ta is called tau tanis. I mean, you're breaking into so many parts here, right? Everything, so that you understand the whole structure, what is happening here. Right? So this was the mubtada, this whole thing is the khabar, and then you broke this down. The ismu laysa is here, the whole thing is the khabar of laysa, and then you broke this down, and this is the harfu jar, and this is the ism majroor. Okay. Al fatayatu mutazawwijatun, the girls are married. We have to say the girls are not married. The plural is laysat lasna, and we learned last time why it became lasna, because two sukuns were coming, and we know two sukuns they never come. Laysa plus noon, right? So the scene should get a sukun, right? So it became laisna, laisna, and we cannot pronounce that. So what they did, they dropped the ya. It became lasna, lasna, right? And from here, lasna, it's easy. Lasta, lastuma, lastum, lasti, lastuma, lastuna, lastu, lasna. Right? The girls are not married. Anta kabirun, you are big. Anta lasta bi kabirin. So now, why did he put anta in a bracket? Is it's not required, right? Anta, right? Lasta, because it's not required. Even if you just say lasta bi kabirin, because of this ta, the meaning is understood. But why do you want to bring anta? For emphasis purpose, right? For emphasis. Like if I just say qatalta, it means you killed because of the ta at the ending. But I want to say anta qatalta, that is you killed. I can bring, it's fine. Jumla ismiya I want to make, right? Right? Or I can bring it later also. I can say qatalta anta. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Qatalta anta. Because two files cannot come, right? Qatalta anta. If I bring there two files, ta is also, anta is also there. I mean, we can't do that, right? So you have to bring it before itself. So similarly here, anta mubtada. Or if you delete this totally, if there is no anta, lasta bi kabirin, then you can say las is the fail, naqis, ta is the ismu laysa, and bi kabirin is the khabar of laysa. And that's it over. Khalas. There's no issue at all, right? So you are not big. Anta kabirun, anta lasta bi kabirin. Or you can say just say lasta bi kabirin. Antum jududun. You all are new. You all are new. So we can say lastum bi jududin. Jududin. You all are not new. Or antum lastum bi jududin. You all are not new. You all are not new. So I'm translating you all first, right? Are not new. Even if this was not the you all, when you see tum, you translate this first, you all, because qataltum, you all killed, you say, right? So zahabtum, you all went. So you translate the tum first because this is the file, and then you all are not bijududin, bijududin. Hmm? Okay. Anti lasti bi faqirat. Next one is anti faqiratun. You are poor. Faqiratun. Anti because feminine, right? So anti lasti bi faqiratin. You are not poor, right? Lasti, lasta, lasti, lasta, lastuma, lastun, lasti, lastuma, lastunna. Antunna mustahidatun. You all are hardworking. Mustahidat, right? Mustahidatun was feminine for mustahid, and plural is atun. Jamma muannas salim. It's called, right? Feminine sound plural. Antunna lastunna bi mustahida. B, we brought a B, right? Mustahidatin. And tun, it became tin. Ana mudarrisun, I am a teacher. Ana lastu bi mudarrisin. Ana lastu bi mudarrisin. I am not a teacher. Nahnu tullabun, we are students. Nahnu lasna bi tullabin. Nahnu lasna bi tullabin. So it's very easy. Inshallah, you just put a Laysa, Laysa. That's how you negate a sentence. Right? That's how you negate a sentence. We can bring Ma also. Ma also, it's called Ma Hijaziyah. He teaches it in book 1, book 3, right? Ma also, and it acts as a Laysa. So Laysa is the base form of negating a nominal sentence. Jumla ismiya, right? Laysa. This Ma also, it's called Ma Hijaziyah. It acts like a Laysa. Like Prophet Sallallahu was, Jibreel Islam came and said, Iqra, right? Iqra. He said, Ma ana biqari. Ma ana biqari. Right? Or maybe the spelling. Ma ana biqarin. Right? He said, Ma ana. Ma ana. I am not. How did you get ma? I am not? Because many people of the Hijaz, instead of saying Ma ana, he could have said Laysa ana. No, not Laysa ana. He should have said Lastu, right? We have to use a Lastu. Lastu biqarin. Lastu biqarin. This is what. But we can use ma also. But ma doesn't show I, right? So I have to bring ana also now, right? Because ma is like ma, what? People could confuse it. So ma anna biqari is not what I am a reader. No, no, right? It's I am not a reader, right? It comes in the Quran. Ma ana bashar. Ma hada bashara. Right? See? Ma hada bashara. It comes, right? Yusuf al-Islam, they say he's not a human being, right? He's an angel kind of. Ma hada basharan. So there's no ba here. That's why. So ma, what is say? Ismu ma. That is ismu ma hijaziya. It is called. And then we learn in book 3 anyways. I'm just putting too much new things. Okay, let's do this exercise inshallah, and then we can do this tomorrow, the remaining inshallah. Tomorrow I will try to 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll try to finish it tomorrow. We should have finished it today, but I think I spent extra time on extra stuff. Okay, but inshallah it's beneficial. If you rewatch it, please go and rewatch the analysis time, and inshallah it'll be beneficial inshallah. If you understand the analysis stuff, then it'll be easier. Rewrite the following sentences using Laysa. Oh, fine. So we should do it like the way they did it previously. Right? Like they did it. We have to bring the ism first because he thinks that we don't know. Right? Laysa can come first also. So let's do it like he taught us. Hamidun, I'm not Hamid, sorry. Al-Babu, Mughlaqun, right? The door is closed. Mubtada khabar, simple. Here, Al-Babu, Laysa, and we have to bring a B also here because he doesn't know that we can remove it also. Right? Be Mughlaqin. Right? Similar, very easy. Al-Babu, Laysa. We are adding only two things here. We are adding Laysa and B. B is also not required. It's Zayed. Anyways, it's extra. But still, for the sake of, to write what he's telling. Al-Ma'u baridun. I want to say the water is not cold, so I can say Al-Ma'u Laysa. Again, I have to bring ba. Be baridun. Over. Right? Very easy. Can anyone tell me the third one? Hishamun maridun. Hisham is sick. I want to say he's not sick. Same like what we did just now. Hishamun maridun. Hisham is sick. I want to say Hisham is not sick. How do I do it? Hishamun laysa bi maridin. Yes, jazakallah khair. Very easy. Hishamun. Hishamun laysa bi maridin. And then Abi Naimun, very easy. My father, Abi Laysa. He just brought all muzakkar. See, he didn't mean Laysa because people might get confused. Laysa bi Naimin. Right? Laysa bi Naimin. He just brought Ad-Darsu Sabun. The lesson is easy. So I have to say the lesson is difficult. I want to say Ad-Darsu, the lesson is not difficult, right? Very easy. Ad-Darsu Laysa bi Sabin. Ad-Darsu Laysa bi Sabin. Al-Masjidu Qaribun. Al-Masjidu Laysa bi Qaribin. The masjid is not near. Qaribin. At-Tiflu Jaw'an. At-Tiflu, the boy. Naim is sleeping. Naim, sleeping. My father is sleeping. Naim. Nama yanamu. Naim is the ismul fa'il of that. It's the fa'il. Right? Ismul fa'il. Like fa'il, there's naim. Right? Like marida yamradu maridun kind of not fa'ila yafalu fa'il, sleeping. I think he brings in the vocabulary also. Naim is sleeping. Naim. Okay. At-tiflu jaw'an. Jaw'an, we learned hungry, right? But this won't get a kasra. Be jaw'ana, because anu we learned in book 1, right? That it will not get a kasra. It will be jaw'ana. غير منصرف ممنوع من الصرف. Oh, I have to bring Laysa also, I forgot. tiflu laysa bi jaw'ana. خلاص. Right? ठीक है. الطفل ليس بجوعان. المسجد ليس بقريب. الدرس ليس بصعب. أبي ليس بنائم. هشام ليس بمريض. الماء ليس ببارد. الباب ليس بمغلق. Again, let's end this by analyzing this maybe. So again, I'll try to analyze this. This is mubtada, and this whole thing is the khabar. And then laysa, this is the fail naqis. Where is the file? File is hidden. I mean, ismul laysa. We don't say file here. Sorry. Huwa is a hidden thing here. So this is the ismul laysa mustatir, right? Ismul laysa mustatirun, right? Taqdiruhu huwa is what we say. Taqdir is estimation is huwa. It's not hiya, it's not anta. It is huwa. Taqdiruhu huwa. And bi mughlaqin, these both form the khabar of laysa, right? Again, you can break this down. This is the jar and this is the majroor, right? This is how you do. So blues are the mubtada khabar, reds are the ismul laysa. Here is the ismul laysa, and this is the khabar of laysa. And then you can break down the khabar of laysa into two, jar majroor. And always remember, in Arabic, if someone says shibhul jumlati, it's not included of other phrases. Okay, it's only included of two phrases. One, prepositional phrase and adverbial phrase. Prepositional phrase and adverbial phrase. Right? For others, they named it murakkab. Murakkab idafi, murakkab tawsifi, and so on. We don't want to go there, but shibul jumla is only for two things. It's called shibu jumla. Right? For two things. Why did they say that? Because these words always need a hanging thing. Like they have to hang to, that is advanced, but we always need a muta'allaq. It's called something which to hang. They're like hanging, because like if I say Muhammadun fil bayti, scholars say that Muhammadun fil, this is not the khabar, this is maf'ulun fihi, this is the zarf. It's telling you the place. So where's the khabar now? So they say there's a word hidden actually. Muhammadun kainun, or you can say easy use mawjudun fil bayti, because actually I want to say he is fil bayti. He's mawjud, right? He's present in the house. That's what I want to say. So they say this is the mubtada, this is the khabar which is hidden, right? And fil bayti is the zarf, is the jar majrur shibu jumla, right? And then they say these both ultimately become the khabar, kind of. Some advanced thing this is saying, but this is how they say this is the khabar, right? But if I teach this to beginner students, they'll be like, what, there's a hidden word here, and so on, it's so difficult, and so on. So that's why what we teach is fil baiti is the khabar, I mean, is the khabar directly, right? And anytime jar majroor or an adverb zarf and mudaf ilayhi comes in a jumla ismiya, 90% of the time maybe it comes as khabar itself in jumla ismiya, right? It comes in the khabar, right? Like ana fil bait, any sentence you say, it comes as khabar because it gives you extra information, right? Extra information 90% of the time. Sometimes you use it as like I can use it as something else, but still it becomes the khabar. It becomes a part of the khabar, even if not total khabar. Like I can say, I am sick in the house, maybe because ana maridun fil baiti. So how I'll say, now we learned that ana I can say is the mubtada and maridun is khabar, but now we'll not do that. We'll do ana is the mubtada, maridun fil baiti is the khabar, right? Then we'll break this down and say that maridun is the muta'allaq, I mean, you can say that, and fil baiti is the muta'alliq, right? Or mafulun fihi, maybe. And then you break this down again. This is the jar and this is the majrur, right? This is all advanced stuff anyways. I'm going so much advanced today. I should not go so much advanced. Okay, that's what I mean, so many extra information, because so many new things we cannot learn in one day, inshallah. But as of now, this what happens when you learn advanced stuff is this looks easy, so that's why I go a little advanced, so that this becomes easy. At least if I just get stuck with this, then your brain will be filled only with this. But I don't want your brain to be filled with this. I want your brain to be filled with so many new things, so that this becomes easy, inshallah. Okay, jazakallah khair. Let's see you in the next class, inshallah. In the next class, we'll try to finish it 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 4 exercises more, and then we'll finish. We'll be done with this, right? So Laysa comes for Jumla Ismiya. Next lesson, first lesson we learned Inna. Next lesson we learned Laysa. Third lesson we are learning Kana. No, he's not bringing Kana. I forgot. He's bringing Fala, Lakin, other Inna examples. He's bringing comparative superlative. Oh, he's going to new types of nouns. New types of nouns, right? A comparative and this and Anna. He's bringing other sisters of Inna. So he's expanding and he's bringing numbers here. Oh, 11 and 12 and 13 and 14. Oh, he wants to get done with numbers, right? So lesson 3 is all about Ismut of Dil and numbers. Lesson 14, he brings. He starts with verbs now. He starts with Madi and he teaches us again. Madi. Oh, it's all about verbs now. After this, we go into verbs, right? So the first 2-3 lessons, he just wants to settle things with Kana and Laysa and Inna. Jumla Ismiya he wants to get done with, and then he starts using verbs. Verbs is the main focus, right, of this book. So that's what. But we are learning what else we can play with Jumla Ismiya, because book 1 is all about Jumla Ismiya, right? He hardly brought verbs, right? It's all about mudaf, mudaf ilayh, naat, manun, all extension phrases, right? Naat, manun, jar, majroor, and then ismul ishara badal or ismul ishara musharin ilayhi, atf, ma'tuf, and then badal, mubdal minhu, right? 6 of them. And what else? Zarf, mudaf ilayhi, right? Phrases. Because in lesson 5 we learned mudaf, mudaf ilayhi. Then what we learned? Lesson 9 we learned naat, manut. Lesson 13 we learned about plurals, broken plurals, not so broken. I mean the sound plurals. Lesson 16 we learned kullu jama muannas. Right? 20, 21, 22 we learned about numbers. So you understand how it's going, right? It's going slowly. He's expanding, right? Inshallah. Okay. Jazakallah khair. Right, inshallah. Now he'll go into verbs, right? Verbs, fail Madi, he'll complete like 5 or 6 lessons for Madi. Not 5, maybe 2, 3 lessons, I think. then he'll start mudare. Then we learn about moods of mudare. Inshallah, we'll do this in the advance itself, so that when it comes, it'll become easier, inshallah. Right? We'll do in the advance. So the moods of mudare is the major focus. Then we'll go into the weak verbs. Right? So it's all about verbs, inshallah. Jazakallahu khair. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
كانوا قليلا